Good day everyone, I am Jimel P. Katibog from Gulf One. The Principle of Utility. In the book An Introduction to the Principle of Moral and Legislations, 1789, Jeremy Bentham begins by arguing that our actions are governed by two sovereign masters, which he calls pleasures and pain. These masters are given to us by nature to help us determine what is good or bad and what ought to be done or not. They fasten our choices to their throne. The principles of utility is about our subjection to this sovereign master, pleasure or everyday and pain. On one hand, the principle refers to the motivation of our actions as guided by our avoidance of pain and our desire for pleasure. It is like saying that actions, we do what is pleasurable and we do not do what is painful. On the other hand, the principle also refers to pleasure and as good if and only if they produce more happiness than unhappiness. This means that is not enough to express pleasures, but also inquire whether the things we do make us happier. Having identified the tendency of pleasures and the avoidance of pain as the principle of utility, Bentham equates happiness with pleasures. Mill support Bentham's principle of utility. He treats moral good as happiness and consequently happiness as pleasures. Mill clarifies that what makes people happy is intended pleasure and what makes us unhappy is the privation of pleasures. The things that produce happiness and pleasures are good, whereas those that produce unhappiness and pain are bad, Mill explains. To experience both and to discover which is one is actually more preferred than the other. There is no other way of determining which of the two pleasures is preferable except by appealing to the actual preferences and experiences. What Mill discovered anthropologically is that actual choices of knowledgeable persons point that higher intellectual pleasures are preferable than purely sensual appetites. It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied. Better to be Socrates dissatisfied than a fool satisfied. And if the fool or the pig is of a different opinion, it is because they only know their own sides of the question. The other party to the comparison knows both sides.